Nowadays, when internet is used more and more in all industries, translation industry included, PDF formats are more popular and used than any time. This reflects on client file they sent for being translated. Deciding if a PDF file can be or not converted, it is usually easy and is done by visual inspections. Usually, when you see a signature in a file, you will know that that PDF originates from a scan and was not automatically generated or printed to PDF. Therefore, PDF files obtained by scanning or even other formats like GPG files can be most of them converted to editable format, usually in Word, but this requires more work. Sometimes, however, the client provides PDF files that originate from desktop publishing software, and those are usually better quality and they are suitable for automatic conversion. This one, for instance, is a magazine that needs to be translated and hence before that needs to be converted. There are many tools on the market for converting PDF files to editable format, and many of them are free, but a few allow a perfect conversion with a perfect text afterwards without human intervention. One of the most popular is Nitro PDF Professional. As you can see, in an automatic conversion, we can have the text, but it is not equal and it still has many flaws in terms of spacing and in terms of font or font size or even layout. The automatic conversion programs insert enters when they are not necessary, and therefore all the files that are converted, regardless the method, require some editing in Word before the translation process. Other files, however, as good as they look, they are still scanned, and while trying to convert them with Nitro or any other software that uh, produces automatic conversions, we will have, in this case, we need to convert each page with a different method that sometimes is tedious. It must be done manually, otherwise the result is not satisfactory for starting a translation. This first page, for instance, was converted automatically by the program, and it has a lot of text boxes, and all some images are wrongly interpreted as being text, and a table was interpreted as being three separate text boxes, and the result in Word is very annoying and very difficult to work. In Word, the result may look the same, but it is far from being correct because we have one text box and another text box, and in the middle some text with a large indent when the whole thing is actually a table. So what it needs to be done for each page is selecting each block and telling the program how it should be read. For instance, telling to analyze as a table and divide it accordingly, and then it can be read. And the same thing must be done for all the text in the file, then read and then modified in Word or before being exported to Word, because often some symbols are wrongly interpreted. Here, for instance, we have a bullet and another type of bullet, but the program interpreted being a letter. So these bullets must be inserted manually as they are supposed to appear. For having a correct layout in the end for initiating the translation process. After the conversion, the files need to be checked for final modifications and for removing the unnecessary paragraph marks, for instance, or double spaces or tabs. Sometimes they need to be inserted. And you need to be careful when you see columns, because columns are the most difficult to control together with text box, but text boxes can be moved, while columns are very difficult to convert in Word, and especially after inserting the translation, which usually is a different size of text than the original text.